Well, it's now 6:35 and it's time to get to the farm. May be a bit fresh out here this morning, but just look at the view. You see that sun now coming up. Oh, it's just glorious. Like I said, you could come here every day and it would be different. It's just lovely. You can't beat Mother Nature, you just can't. It's beautiful out here this morning. Oh, the old ducks are hungry. Pie's about to go in there and feed them. And I'm going to go and feed my piranha. Well, in the net this morning we caught a dove. Very pretty one. How nice is that? Pie's just making sure he's okay. Looks alright. Yeah, he's going to be just fine. Such a pretty little bird though, isn't it? How nice is that? So we're now going to let him go. Such a pretty bird though. What a lovely little thing. Go on in, fella. Go on in. Oh, see, I've got my palm of my hand open. He's just sitting there. How nice is that? Come on. And away he goes. As you can see, our ducklings are growing really fast now. It's amazing how quickly they grow. Still really cute though, all yellow and fluffy. I can't remember if I told you this, guys, but my father-in-law is thinking about moving the shack. So dismantle it all and then taking it over to the new pond. He's a bit worried. The fish are starting to grow pretty big now, and maybe in another 2, maybe 3 months at best, we should be able to harvest. And what he's worried about is people coming onto the farm at night and basically stealing our fish, poaching. So yeah, it is a concern. His idea is if he dismantles this and moves it up there, then he'll basically come and stay here pretty much every night. Pi and I have discussed it. We've thought about moving into the shack, basically setting up the tent in there and living there at night, and then going back to the house during the day to work and eat. It would allow us to get away from the incessant noise. It is something I'm not very keen on, but we spoke to one of our neighbours who's got solar panels. He's got 7 of them, but he said it's only just enough to power his little TV. So yeah, and that was 7,000 baht, so expensive. One of our subscribers said that he built a house in the UK and used solar panels, but he said even then you really still need to be on the grid, because you know, it's really expensive, and 2, you know, it doesn't always generate enough power. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll play this one by ear. We've got time before we have to make a real decision on it. And I don't mind camping down here on the farm, that's okay, that's not a problem. I said I could think of worse places to be, that's a fact. And I do love the farm, oh yeah. I don't know, again, you know, can't pinpoint it precisely, as I've said before. It's not just one thing, it's just everything, you know. It's the ducks, the chickens, you know, the dogs, and the rice fields and the fish. It's just a real joy. And of course it's stunningly beautiful out here, of course, let's not forget that. And quiet, oh yeah, it's quiet. And there's Pie chopping up all the duck feed for this afternoon. Sitting in the shade. It's all hard work, isn't it, eh? And then going to mix that with some corn, some duck feed, and that's it, that's their dinner. Plus of course they eat bits and pieces in the pond, so that's good for them. Just don't want them eating the rice out of the neighbour's field. That's a big no-no. So you just have to come round here every now and again and see if they're trying to sneak out the back way. Devious they are. We've got a chicken in there. Oh, ducks, there we go, see what I mean? I'll have to get Pie to give me a hand. If our neighbour spots it, he's not going to be amused. But of course no fencing anywhere, so it's sometimes very, very difficult to control them. Well, I just figured something out. I could use this little shack and upstairs in a little room here, open the windows and use it as a watchtower for my ducks. I'll become like the prison guard. Lovely little view though, isn't it? Somebody asked me the other day about Patreon, our Patreon account, and what it does and why we use it. So I'll give you a little bit of a lowdown on that. Patreon is basically a portal that allows content creators, and not just video but music, artwork, text, all sorts of bits and pieces, and it's set up to allow other people who like that content to donate on a monthly basis. So it essentially helps the content creators get a foothold. It is extremely difficult to make money out of content online. I'm not saying it can't be done, it can, but it does take a long time before your YouTube channel, if you're making videos for instance, will really start generating any meaningful type of income. Is it e-begging? It really depends on how you view it. Some people will say yes, it's e-begging, you're just begging people for money. Other people will say, well, no, you're not, because you're actually working for them. You're creating content that they enjoy, and they contribute a little bit towards the continued contribution of that content. So yeah, there's always two sides to every coin. I like to view it as a latter. I create content, hopefully people enjoy it, and hopefully people sign up to Patreon and help support it. Now, I've spoken to you guys before about creating content and what it takes. Obviously you need all the equipment. Pie and I were very lucky that friends and family back home donated what we needed, so to get us started. But it is very, very time consuming. I'll give you an idea. Last month in February we created a total of 30 videos. It varies on how long each video takes to create. Obviously you've got the filming to do, and then after that you've got all the editing, and on average I'd say 6 hours. I'd spend at least a couple of hours filming, and then I could spend another 3 to 4 hours editing it and polishing it off before it finally goes live. So if you take 6 hours a day, it's quite a lot of work. Regarding earnings, we had a pretty good month as far as I was concerned. We earned a total of $50.08. We had a little under 30,000 views, and from that 30,000 views we generated $50.08. Now the ducks are out again, and Pie's now going to chase them down. I'm telling you, it's all good fun. They do like to eat that rice though, but like I said, if he finds out, there's going to be hell to pay. And I don't blame him, I'm not blaming him at all. I wouldn't want somebody else's ducks destroying my hard labour. Anyway, back to the video. Have you got them? What a way to go. Anyway, back to the video. So yeah, if you take 6 hours a day, times that by 7 days a week, you've got 48 hours of work a week. And if you divide that by the number of days in the month, of course, you've now got less than $2 a day. It's a lot of work for $2. But so the Patreon account helps us to sort of, you know, top that up. And right now it's an essential part of our income. So yeah, it helps enormously. Again, I'll agree to a certain extent. It could be viewed as e-begging, and generally is. I don't particularly like it. I don't particularly like using it, that is, but needs be as the devil drives. You know, you've got to do what you can to survive. And Pi and I hope that the content that we create is enjoyable enough for other people to contribute, and certainly they do. We have 11 patrons, and yeah, it's a massive help. Hopefully, in time, you know, it'll become obsolete. We'll generate more and more subscribers and more views, and then we'll be able to close it. And that will be a very satisfying day, knowing that we can stand on our own 2 feet regarding the content that we make and the revenue that we generate from it. But for now, of course, it is, you know, an essential part of our income. So there you have it. That's the Patreon. If you're a content creator and you don't have a Patreon account, then use the link below in the description to sign up. And if you're interested in having a look at our Patreon account, I'll leave the link there for you as well. I will say this though, a huge thank you to everybody, all of our subscribers. You know, your continued support on YouTube is just phenomenal. We really do appreciate all your kind words and sharing and liking, and that of course is one of the key elements to progressing our channel beyond Patreon. The more times it's shared, the more times it's liked, the higher up the rankings will go, and then we'll get more views, more subscribers, and it has a snowball effect, if you like. This morning I looked at my dashboard on YouTube, and it said I had 562 subscribers. So yeah, it is growing exponentially, and I'm delighted that it is. So yeah, every day gets better and better. It's just lovely, it really is. And again, as I said to you yesterday in the video yesterday, I personally like making vlogs because it gives me people to talk to, and I've made some very nice friends on YouTube, and you guys are absolutely brilliant. And I've got more of you guys coming out, I know. Can't wait, especially you, Chris. You know you are. Don't forget that fishing rod. So yeah, it's nice that people are going to come out to see us and spend some time with us and do a bit of fishing and show you around and stuff. Yeah, it's very cool, isn't it? But this is you know, for me, I think this is what YouTube's about. It's connecting with other people, and you know, just allowing other people to see your life through your eyes. It's yeah, it's YouTube for me is a catalyst to bring people together. I think it's brilliant. I really do. I'm a big fan of YouTube, and without YouTube, of course, what would I have? It would be very difficult for Pi and I to make any real impact on our life, and already YouTube's beginning to do that. So yeah, thumbs up to YouTube as well. So brilliant. What a beautiful day though, isn't it? Don't get no better than this. It really don't. Well, that's about it for today, guys. Pi and I is going to get back on our little trusty scooter and head on home. Thanks for watching, guys, as always. And don't forget, have a brilliant day and stay safe. Please don't forget, subscribe, share and like. It does make a huge difference. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.